Good morning, guys. And good morning to you. Hope y'all staying warm. I'm seeing all these places that are getting snow. Panama City, Florida. Atlanta, Georgia. And here we are in central Alabama. Not only we didn't get any snow, we didn't even get any rain. I looked at the radar, and just to the east of us was solid white. From the bottom of the state or the bottom of the South to about halfway in the middle of the United States. How'd that miss us? But hey, y'all know what that means. Our sled is gonna get another year off. Why say that? We still got, I guess technically 11 more months. So, and if y'all don't know about the sled, it's a little inside joke. Yeah. Oh, let me go let me set my coffee down. You stay? Stay. Yeah, we got a little inside joke. Some of y'all have been following us for a while. Know what I'm talking about. Let's cut some more lights on. And that's this. We were just talking about it the other day. How long ago? At least 5 years ago. Brooke's mom bought Mary Carl a sled because they were saying it was going to snow, and so she bought Mary Carl a sled. This is when we were at the old farm, and of course it didn't snow, and it hasn't snowed. We don't get much snow here in Alabama. As a matter of fact, since we've been where we are right here 4 years in Clanton, Alabama, Billingsley, Alabama, Central Alabama, where we are now, to the new farm, the 40, it has snowed. It has snowed more in Panama City, Florida. They've gotten snow 2 times to our 0. And we're 3.5, 4 hours north of them. Go figure. But it's a little inside joke. Brooke's mom bought Mary Carl's sled, and the sled is still in the old barn, in the box with dust on it. So, yeah, it's gonna wait its turn. Hopefully it'll snow before Mary Carl leaves the house. Oh, goodness. And I bet some of y'all may be noticing something. Yep. Esso has its new tires. Oh my goodness. Not only did I get the new tires, I replaced all 6 missing lug nuts. Well, I say that. I got 5. I got one on the left front over here that the stud is stripped out, so I can't tighten it up. Right here on this left front tire right here, that the stud is stripped out on the back side, so it just spins and spins and spins. I can now drive it to the mechanic shop about 10 miles, probably 5 miles down the road, and let him start working on the brakes, and he'll fix that stud for me right there when they take all the wheels off. I do got all the brake parts here for it as well that I know of, unless it needs something else. Also, not only we're going to get the brakes replaced all the way around, so Esso has manual brakes. So what we're going to do is we're going to change Esso from manual brakes to power brakes, which is really, really easy. More, I could probably do it, but since the guys are going to be fiddling with the brakes, I'm going to go ahead and get them to do it while they're in here. It's not hard at all, so it's not like they're going to charge me an arm and a leg to do that. So that's the other thing we're going to get done, and I'll show you what I mean. We got a power brake booster that works off vacuum right here, see? And this will hook up to my existing brake master cylinder right here, and I'll get vacuum from the carburetor right here. So now when I press the brakes, I'll get assistance or extra boost from the vacuum, And that's what this whole diaphragm and all this does. And it converts it and makes it where, well, you got power brakes. You're not having to pump it. And, you know, if you ever dealt with or driven with manual brakes, you know what I'm talking about. So Esso will have new brakes all the way around and power brakes. Way better. Trust me. And once all this happens, I'm gonna drive Esso a lot more because I absolutely love this truck. Only one more thing that I want to do to this is that I'm going to upgrade it to shoulder strap seat belts. Gonna do that pretty soon, but I gotta have somebody that can weld well, nice and neat. And I got somebody in mind that can do that for me. So that will be the next upgrade for Esso, and that'll be it for a little while. All right, y'all. Gonna get the horses this morning. I also got something else new. Y'all probably saw it too, right there. I got a shop fridge, y'all. I would say ain't she a beauty, but it's not. Had a neighbor that was getting rid of this. This was in their garage and asked if we had any use for it. And I've been wanting a refrigerator for the shop. You know, we could put water in here, kind of like the barn. We keep water and drinks and Gatorades and that stuff in here. And also, if there's any type of horse medicine that needs to be refrigerated, I got it now. So I'm so grateful for this refrigerator. I actually just ran down, well, just drove the tractor right over to the neighbor's house and picked it up and brought it over here on the tractor. But as you can see, it needs a little TLC. Or a lot of TLC. I know, brother. Breakfast time. Did Reska make coffee this morning? You make coffee. All right. Y'all come and get it. Come on. Y'all know what bowl's which. Come on. There you go, brother. Come on, Racing Reska. Come on, gorgeous. Uh-oh, your bucket's down. You know, I talk about all the time that the YouTube algorithm, when it's doing the transcript for captions, closed captions, it cannot ever, ever, ever get the word calendula. I'll have to go back and fix it. Another word it never can get is Reska. Never, ever, ever. I always have to fix it too. You ought to see the way it spells Reska. And I don't think I'm saying it weird. I don't think I'm saying calendula weird either. I know I got a southern accent, but that sounds pretty normal. Calendula and Reska. Can't get it though. Cannot get it. Whew. Well, gonna try something today. I mean, we can't work on the greenhouse. Got to wait on my thermostat to come in. So we're done with the greenhouse until the thermostat comes in. And I'm going to make sure that I got it hooked up properly and it will come on. Then we're going to call the gas company and get some opinions on that. But I'm leaning towards something on that too before we go do what I want to do today. And that is this right here. Had a gentleman who works for a gas company or is a gas guy. Don't even sound right. Propane. Let's say propane. He is a propane fella. And he gave me some great advice. And in his opinion, he thought it'd be great if we got another tank. Even though I can split off the tank we got to feed the greenhouse in his opinion, he thought that getting another tank just strictly for the greenhouse would be way, way better. And we're gonna start looking. We're gonna start looking around to see if we can find a great deal on an extra propane tank. We'll just see what sizes we can come up with. I would love to have the same size we got. It may be, well, I guess it's just gonna depend on when we find that extra propane tank and go from there. But I do appreciate y'all's feedback. Oh, one other thing I did, and y'all probably saw it in Brooke's video, is I did extend the vent pipe out of the greenhouse. I made it taller. It is now taller than the roof line. That was the other thing that I got a lot of feedback from y'all about. That is now done as well. You know, I mention it a lot. I appreciate y'all's feedback, and we definitely take it seriously because I'm not a know-it-all, I promise you. I'm always constantly learning and listening, and so, I mean, we listen to you guys, and we appreciate your help. Absolutely 100% appreciate your help and advice, for sure. Here, Brooke, now. It is heyday for the cows. So we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna do something that some of y'all are gonna absolutely love and enjoy, and us as well. Curious to see how this goes. This is something that we've kind of been wanting to do here on the farm with a particular animal, probably a fan favorite, and just couldn't do it because we just didn't think it was safe enough. As a matter of fact, we kind of got criticized for not doing this when we first moved to this farm, but it was all for safety reasons, you know, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes, especially since we got the new fence installed. We think it's gonna be perfectly okay. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're gonna get hay day taken care of, and then, oh goodness. I think it's gonna be okay though. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's go do some hay day, girl. Whoo, cold in the shade. Whoo, whoo. So what are the chances that T-Rex Tater's gonna let us know that it's hay day? What's up, little man? Big Moo, Mildred. I see Tater's little stumpy legs behind you. And of course, there's Tater. Matilda. Tater's awful quiet for to be hay day. All right, we're good. All right, buddy. What's going on, Big Moo? What's going on, Big Moo? All right, let's let you guys out. Yeah, hey, Tater Bug. Hey, little man. Hey, goofballs. All right, y'all, come on. Come on. Of course, y'all know who number one is. Uh-oh, Moody gonna pass you, girl. You better go. Big Moo gonna pass you. Oh, Big Moody, every time. Every time. Moody said you gotta get it spread out for everybody, I reckon. Yeah. Since moving here, we've made some changes with animals, for sure. We've moved them all around here and there, trying to find the perfect spot for everybody, and also building more infrastructure here on the farm to contain and protect our animals, because our animal safety is by far the number one thing that's most important to us. And then, of course, not only safety, it's been their comfort level as well. Just looking back for the last 4 years we've been here, you know, we've moved the geese and the ducks over to the pond area, and this is where Nugget is, and we let the goats and everybody else over here as well. But this is primarily the pasture that has been basically for the geese and the ducks, and the emus to some degree. And recently we moved Gus and Loretta to their new pasture, and that has been one of the best things we've done. They absolutely love where they are now. I mean, you can look right now, Gus is all the way across over there. They're getting a ton of exercise. Y'all have seen them all the way over here asleep on the opposite end of the farm here compared to where they are, which is over here in the barn. So that's a lot of good exercise for Gus and Loretta as well. And of course, moving Peaches and Pocket to where they are, and then putting the horses in their new pasture and having the cows in their new pasture, because if y'all remember, the cows are on this side of the farm. So we've done a lot of changes for animals, trying to make our animals as comfortable and as safe and what is best for them as possible. But there was one thing that we used to like to do at the old farm that we've never, ever, ever been able to do here. And that is with this fella right here. And that is this gentleman right here, AKA the sheriff, Mr. Nugget. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? How you doing? One of the things that people thoroughly enjoyed before we came to this farm was that we'd always let Nugget out when we did the chores and stuff in the morning. And that was just part of our routine. Well, ever since we moved here, we've been unable to do that because of Nugget's safety. It's just not safe for him to be let out when we didn't have the proper infrastructure. To be honest with you, when we first moved here and we never would let Nugget out of the pastures, there were some people that criticized us for that. They were wanting to know why we never did let Nugget out. We should let Nugget out and that kind of thing. But we never did that because we didn't want anything to happen to Nugget. Now, I want to say this. Nugget is, in my opinion, not your typical emu. He grew up with us ever since he was a little baby. You know, we raised him inside the house for a long time. And to be honest, he's not, how do I want to put this? He doesn't really care one way or the other, honestly, when it comes to other emus. Even Goldie to some degree. When Goldie was here, it was almost 8 months or so before Nugget even remotely will let Goldie get within 5 foot of him, or he'd run her off. He just did not want the presence of another emu. Now, Eventually, his hormones kicked in, and when it was breeding season, which was basically 6 months out of the year, he'd want to hang around Goldie, but when breeding season was over with, they kind of split and went their separate ways. And since Goldie was his sister, and this was something that we just realized, you know, when we decided to rehome Goldie over to Catherine's farm over there at G&G, that brothers and sisters should not mate when it comes to ratites. We didn't know that. We were told just the opposite, or that was the research that we did, and we were told until our dear friends over there at Milligan Farm, PETA, who is an emu expert. So if y'all love emus, be sure to check her YouTube channel out, because she knows what she's talking about when it comes to emus. As a matter of fact, she just hatched out some babies. So if you like cute little baby emus, definitely check Milligan Farm out. And that's where Ernestine Opie came from. She let us know that Nugget and Goldie should not be reproducing, because there is a chance, or a good chance, that the babies could come out deformed. That's why we had to do what we had to do. And of course, if y'all haven't seen it, Goldie absolutely loves her new home and loves Catherine at G&G. I mean, loves Catherine. And she's extremely sweet. Well, she wasn't here. And we think that's because of Nugget. Nugget he's very dominant, I should say. He does not like you to pay any attention to any other emu that we've ever had here on the farm, including Shake and Bake. But I say all that to say this. We got the new fence built. The dogs can't get off the property now, which means Nugget can't get off the property now. So Brooke and myself have been talking about it, and we thought, hey, it would be fun, we think, to let Nugget out, supervised. We're not going to leave him out here 24/7, but while we're out and about, to let Nugget out like we did at the old farm. Now, granted, Nugget is older. He's not a young fella no more, so he's not going to run around and, you know, play like the young emus do. But we still thought it would be fun, and, you know, we think he'll enjoy it if we let him out while we're out and about and just walk around and explore the farm. Here comes Brooke from gathering eggs. She bundled up now. She looks like the little kid on the Christmas Story. It's cold though. It's actually colder now than it was this morning. I think the wind started blowing hard. How many you got?
28.
Jeez, Manelli. You ready to let Nuggo out?
Yeah, you think you might get my eggs?
I don't think so.
Come on, buddy. Look at here. Oh my goodness.
What you think?
What? He said, it is on now. I'm about to explore.
Oh goodness.
Wait, what's this big pole?
He might get the gnome off the pole, you reckon?
He might.
That pole was a little scary.
Well, they have a tendency to think everything's a little...
Yeah, I know it.
What do you think?
Oh goodness.
You can do this a lot. I can even let him out to feed him on this side.
Yep, you can.
The geese are looking at him like, why are you over there?
I know, where'd you get over here? What are you doing, Nugget? They letting him know too, aren't they?
Yeah. You see that pigeon fly right in front of his face?
Yeah. Hey, what's your mom gonna think when she looks out the window and there's Nugget standing there?
Well, I just hope Nugget don't look inside her window.
Oh, goodness.
That's a big jump, isn't it?
He said, I ain't jumping. I'm not gonna jump. Don't worry about that.
Look how tall he is when he stretches his neck
I know
out.
it. He's real tall. Hey, he can help Caden when we got farm stuff to do.
I don't know how Caden's gonna feel about that.
Oh, goodness. Like I said, he's got a lot of exploring to do around here. And this is what he did at the old farm when he got older. You know, he did a lot of exploring on his own like this. Nugget, I didn't tell Peaches we was gonna let you out, walk around for a little bit. She might be shocked.
I wonder if she remembers him.
Yeah, Peaches has got a brain like a great white elephant, Brooke. She don't forget anything. Except my 25-cent raise. Gonna check all the boundaries out for sure.
Here's your bucket, buddy.
Loretta said, give her one of them eggs. Oh, gosh.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
You can't get to it.
You gonna go drive the tractor, Brooke?
I ain't sharing my tractor.
My big buddy. Oh, my big buddy. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna try to let you out every day. How about that? Let you walk around. Yeah. That's right. You got two of my big buddies, don't I? Oh, goodness, we love you, Nuggy. Yeah, we do. We definitely love you, buddy. And this is just a little test run to see how it was going to go. And so far, so good. Yep. I can't even. I just wanted to talk to the Cog squad, Nugget, right here. Yeah. That's all I wanted to do was explain that this was just a little test run for you. And there's all kinds of stuff you can help us out with. Working in the fruit orchard, planting plants, putting out mulch, putting out pine straw, cutting grass. You know, the lawnmower doesn't bother Nugget at all. I mean, it's endless. You can help us put fencing in and fence posts and yeah, all kind of good stuff you can do. Yep. I would say work the bees, but I don't think you need to be. I don't think you need to be working the bees. No, I don't think so. That probably wouldn't be good. You probably would run in, be my guess. He said he's ready to go to work whenever you need him to.
He looks like he's ready to go to work.
He can help plant
Is he
plants.
getting his rest in before he goes to work?
Yeah, I guess so.
So I went and put the eggs out at
Yeah.
the stand.
Yeah.
Had a note from a couple from Michigan
Oh my goodness.
that stopped by on their way to Florida,
Yeah.
and they got you covered. Because here's your 25-cent raise.
Oh
about
my
that?
goodness, look at here. I did indeed get my 25-cent raise. Don't tell Peaches though, I want to double up. Thank y'all so much. Oh
That great?
goodness, that is great. He's a big old baby, ain't he?
He is. Quite a baby.
Oh, just a big old baby.
I want Peaches to come say hi.
Peaches in the sun
gone
somewhere.
back to bed.
Oh, I bet she's either in her bed or in the sun. I think our experiment is working pretty good.
Yeah. As
I
long as
really
he's
do.
with us, he's happy.
Yeah, supervised. You're right. As long as he is with us, we're part of his clan,
His mob.
his mob. And,
That's a group of emus, but we're not emus. He just thinks we are.
Thinks we are. But definitely part of his mob, and we would only let him out supervised. We're not going to let him out full time.
And no chance we're letting those little ones out.
Oh no, no, they're not Nugget.
We would never get them back up.
I mean, Opie is semi-close, and both of them are sweet, but they're not this.
No, they're not there.
I mean, this is a different world right here. This warmth keeps my fingers warm. You feeling?
Oh, goodness,
Isn't it
Nugget.
warm in there?
You know, I always worried about them being cold because they're from Australia.
Yeah.
And he's definitely, I'd like to get a thermometer up in there and see what temperature it
It's
is.
warm. And it gets cold in Australia too
Yeah,
in the
it
evenings
does.
and
It
in
does.
the winter. Oh, goodness.
You're a good old boy.
How old is he now? 6? 5 or 6?
I think he's at least 6.
He's either 5 or 6 years old.
With today being Mama's birthday, she might look out there and say, "Oh my goodness, they got me an emu."
Oh,
Those
goodness.
crazy kids.
Oh, me.
They got me an emu.
I bet you go in Nana's house.
Oh, I know you would.
Yep. No doubt you go in Nana's house.
Have you noticed on Ernest T's side, like right here, he's got a couple of black feathers?
Yeah, I've noticed his black spots on him. He's quite orange, too.
Yeah, he is.
I've been waiting for you to bathe him.
He's gonna bathe himself.
Oh, you ready to get up?
What you doing, buddy? That's a glove.
Don't get that mic. No, don't get the face.
Okay.
He's eyeballing that microphone.
What?
Goodness. He's over there by the horses, checking the horses out. Right there. And the pigeons.
So nosy.
He helping you clean the waters? Yeah, he is nosy now. Curious as a cat.
Keeps him young.
Does keep him young. Yeah, I don't tell Brooke, but Nugget, I think he thinks he can drive Bobby C. Yeah, that's Brooke's baby, Nugget. That's Brooke's baby now. Are you ready to go up, buddy? Okay. Okay. Go on up. All right. We'll let you out again tomorrow, maybe some more today. But I'm glad you enjoyed your rendezvous. I think that went very well, and I think you enjoyed it too. And I know y'all did. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video and getting to hang out with everybody here on the farm, especially my main man, Nugget. Catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have the best day ever, and y'all be good.